So, morning, I have started recording now. Today we will see types of effects. Okay, we are gonna see a lot of tools. Okay, so I want you to practice all these tools. Okay, so now what I'll do, just double click over here, import any of the images. I'm importing a couple of images. Just import. Let me import one image to the work area. Now this is the image, this is the footage which we have imported. Then let's see, select this FX. So let us start working with blur and sharpen. So now let's see what is this bilateral blur or box blur. Each and every tools we will see. I'm into bilateral blur. Okay. Now if I increase the radius, okay, this, can you see the difference?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, kind of cinematic effect it will give. Bilateral blur, it will give cinematic effect. Now along with that, kind of hue, okay, or kind of, saturation will be done for the entire scene. You know what is saturation. Now uh, see, if I'm turning off this effect, bit of vibrance is there in the footage. When I turn on, the vibrance is gone, the green area tint is down, the red tint has been reduced a bit. Okay, but even though this entire footage looks good only. Okay, now threshold, if I increase threshold, it will give this kind of effect. It's kind of smudging effect. Okay, so I reduce this to something like this. Okay, this kind of effect. Okay, this is bilateral blur which you can use for cinematic approach or music videos. Now I turn off this. Let me take again blur and sharpen. I'll go for box blur. Now this is box blur. Okay, so now radius I'm gonna increase. Now the blur happen in the box shape. That's the only difference in this. It's like box. A boxes will be the box shape blur will happen. Means it's nothing but kind of pixel blur. How does the pixel looks, no? Like that. Okay. So we use this box blur to focus more into foreground element. Assume here few characters are there, two people, they are doing conversation. Okay, and behind there's a window. Okay, kind of a glass transparency is there. Behind the scenery is there. In that case, I want to blur out this area. Okay, and I want to place the characters over here. You can see the difference here. How does this is affecting? See here, box blur. Okay,
Yes.
I turn off this. Then I'll take camera lens blur. Camera lens blur is one of the popular blur. Um, Normally in while shooting itself, this kind of blur we can achieve. Means, for example, even in RSTP we have Canon 5D camera, and I think we have 7D also, and there is one camcorder is there for recording. So if you have you used those cameras?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this kind of focusing, it will do. Autofocus is there when you just look into the camera viewport. um, if I use one more element over here, let's say a PNG image. if I use see, I'm importing this. I'm importing two images over here. There are few people images are there. Okay. Now, for example, so when you're focusing, here automatically camera what it will do, it will focus on these elements and the background automatically it will blur. So this kind of effect it will provide, okay, when you are using default camera lens blur, automatically this will give. Now in this there are option heptagon, hexagon, triangle. There will be certain amount of blur. Means what are these shapes? Triangle, square, pentagon. So this affects individual pixels of these images. Okay, the blur definitions will change. So if I'm in square, the square blur is bit more blur. If I'm in pentagon, it will be even more blur. Now let's say if I'm in octagon, more blur will be there. But now observe from octagon to triangle, automatically blur will reduce. See, it reduce. You have to try this, then only you'll get to know. Okay. So this is camera lens blur. Okay. Now I'll turn off this. Then again blur. Let me go to CC cross blur. Okay. So now either x-axis or y-axis manually you can blur. X-axis is the horizontal one, y-axis is the vertical one. Let me blur only the x-axis. Can you see these lines here? X-axis blur. Can you see this
Yes.
line? Now
Yes, sir.
there is no.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, see these lines. The blur, it's kind of a line which is of horizontal line. Now I reset this. Now I'll do blur in y-axis. Now see, the blur is something like this. It's not in horizontal, it's in vertical way. The definition is more in this. So to achieve depth in the background, you can give this kind of effect. Okay.
Yes.
Add screen, a lot of other things you can do. Okay. This is CC cross blur. So again in blur, I'll come to CC radial blur. Radial blur is kind of good only. There's a single individual point over here. That area, for that area, you get this kind of blur. Something like this. And you only can animate. Now what I'll do here, this is the one, right? I key this here. I'll come over here and I make this 0. Okay. This is keyed. Now play this. Okay, it's taking time, but see, this is the output. When you play, another kind of transition also you can achieve with this. Okay. Quality you can increase. Okay, reduce. This is another thing. Scratch, fading to zoom, center zoom, rotate fading. These are other options. See, when you turn on rotate fading, this is something you get. Okay. So this
Yes.
is
Yes, sir.
CC radial blur. Now I'll give CC radial fast blur. Can you achieve this? Means, see, what type of output we can achieve with this CC radial fast blur. Okay. Okay, I'm importing one more image. I import one more image. Now I import over here. Now for the street, what I'll do, I'll add a blur, CC radial fast blur. Okay. Now what is the difference, you tell me? This is without blur, this is with blur. How does this look? Have you seen any output something like this? Have you ever seen an output like this?
Yes.
Can you tell me which effect is this? Have you
A radio,
yeah, go on, go on.
a radio, a radial fast blur.
Radial fast blur. Yeah. Uh, have you seen a TV series called Flash? Flash.
No.
Yes.
A superhero Flash is there. No?
Yes, when he's the guy that runs fast.
Yes, yes. So when the person is over here, when he's running, the background looks like this, right? Like this. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I can use Flash PNG. Okay. Use on top of this. He is over here. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll scale down a bit. Okay. I'll I'll key this guy. I'll come over here. I'm scaling a bit. Okay. It should be faster, not this slow. Okay. So it's like this. Okay. Now when it is something like this image, come over here. Effect also we have to give. So the effect is something like this. I'll key here and come over here. The effect you can increase a bit. Getting? This is the difference. Understood? No.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So see, whatever work example which I'm showing, I want you all to work on these things and render this much only 3 seconds, 5 seconds, and render, save it as a video. Keep saving your best of the best works. Okay. At the end of this particular sem, you can save all these videos. We will compile all the video and we will make your show reel. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
So actually now only image is moving right here. Later I will take one more footage. You can import a footage that is green screen footage that I'll show you. Okay, in the future classes I'll be showing that. Flash green screen. It is there. Okay, flash effect
Yes.
is there. Okay, so those kind of effect we can achieve. Okay, I'll show you all that. We can use this flash effects. Now, if I play this, not this flash, this flash, someone is running already in this. So this effect, flash effect, and flash running effect also is there. We can see that. Okay, anyhow, these are the other effects, we can achieve. Okay, that's another effect. Okay, this is another example. So you got this right. The help of
Yes,
CC fast blur. I'm gonna turn off this.
yes, sir.
I'm gonna turn off this. Let us see the next effect. That is vector blur. Vector. Vector itself is a comic effect. Vector gives a comic effect. Mm, for example, um, okay, let's say we have the superhero. If we have comic effect, this looks something like this. Okay. Uh, how do I explain? Mm, have you seen mm, Iron Man 3? Have you seen Iron Man 3 movie?
No, sir.
Okay. So there is an effect, kind of scar and all will come. Fiery scar will come for the characters. So you can achieve these effects here. See, automatically a different pattern will come in this. Okay. Vector map, you can give a vector map to this. These are other options which you have. Okay. Like a different effect. Okay. So just try this. Um, that's what for cinematic effect, we can use these things. See, the background looks even better, right? The more focus goes on the character here, right? This is how you do the compositions. So this is vector blur. Vector you can use for comic effect, simple. So now I'm selecting this. Let me go to the other blur, that is and a blur sharpen, channel blur. Channel is nothing but different channels are there basically. I'll turn off this. Okay, much difference is not there. Red channel, only red channel blur will be there. Or else now in this, blue items are there, right? There are a lot of blue channel is there. Let us blur the blue channel only. See, I'm blurring only blue channel. See the entire output, how does it look? Means in the entire scene, wherever blue tint is there, blue area is there. See, normally the combination of red, blue, and green only gives this all colorful effect. Okay. So if you're removing or if you're blurring too much, that's nothing but you are removing that element. Okay, that color. Okay. So if you're removing blue from here, how does this look? That's the output. If I'm reducing alpha is nothing but transparency things. Okay.
Yes.
Removing transparency. Okay. So green removes, leads to cyan like this. Okay. This is channel blur. Now next I'll go to compound blur. Okay, compound looks like this. So automatically in this blur layer, you can add other layer also to blur. See now, blur layer, there are so many other layers over here. That that layer's blur is gonna applicable on this particular image. So now, for example, if I use this, see everything is fine. Where the flash character is there, no, only those area is getting blurred. Can you notice this?
Yes.
Okay, only the flash character area comes over here. That area is getting blurred. Okay, other area, nothing is happening. Now what I'll do, if I, okay, let's do one thing. I'll turn on this. Can you see this animation here?
Yes, sir.
I'll turn off this. Okay, flash character area is getting blurred. Even maximum blur you can give only those area. See, you can have this character uh, feel also here. See, the character face detail and all is over here, right? Even though it is in another layer, the character layer is on top, whereas street layer is over here. If I'm inverting this blur, flash character is there, rest of other things is gone. Okay, like this. I'll turn off this compound blur. Now what I'll do, I'll just move to direction blur. Now again, which axis, which direction? Now I'm increasing blur. Now it's in almost this axis, 0 axis. I can change this to 90 axis. It's like this. I can change this to another. I can change this to kind of inclined, this kind of blur. Okay, this is direction blur. See, in blur only there are many types. Similarly, I'll go to fast blur. This is fast blur. Lot of blurriness will be there. That's what, for tinted glass or frosted glass you can use this frost blur, fast blur. Okay,
Yes.
I'll go to another one, Gaussian blur, the most commonly used blur even in the cinematic industry, film industries and all. Okay, for example, always the composition is breakdown into three part: foreground, mid-ground, background. The foreground, you have a two-person talking or a flash character is there, or a person walking over here along with umbrella. The umbrella is in foreground, character is in foreground. These characters and cars in the midground, and these are the background. The individual elements you can blur using Gaussian blur. Okay, and the look and means always, the even in the movies and all, if you observe, foreground element is having a lot of importance. Means it is so clear. The
Yes.
background, midground also is okay, but the background will be kind of blur because custom means the viewer attention will be in the foreground only. What is happening, like that. Okay, so that Gaussian blur will help to achieve that. Next is radial blur. You know what is radial blur? This is the effect which is, so you can move. Let's say you want blur over here. Okay, you can achieve this over here. That's one thing. Let's say I want to move the blur part here, so in that case, you can achieve by just dragging over here. See the blur part, even you have the angle over here, you can take this and you can move. Okay, somewhere like this. Okay, now
Yes.
spin or zoom. This is zoom. Even this also, when you zoom in, this also you can use for the flash. Okay, so from this particular area it is, and you can place this over here. Okay, so the movement it is like this. Amount also you can increase. See, this helps, for example, if you are doing a poster also, like this is good. Easily you can create. This looks solid. Okay, got it? Any doubt is there?
No, sir.
Okay, anti-aliasing is nothing but filtering, means the output. You give always high quality. So render time will be more, but quality will be good. Okay. So that's radial blur. So I'm just turning off this one. Then I'll take reduce interlace flicker. Okay, this is for the video. Normally when you do the recording using mobile phone or means not high quality recording, a low quality recording will have this kind of flicker. uh, if you see some TV programs, old programs in your TV, the video will flicker, means kind of a jerk will be there. Have you noticed these things? Flicker videos, in flicker videos on TV. Okay, now I'll open this flicker video. Okay, uh, this is the effect. See this dark area, no, it moves. So you have to see this, you know, this is clean, this video is clean. So that's what flicker video refers to, you know, a dark tone, light tone, dark tone, light tone, like that it will be. So with the help of interlaced, reduce interlace flicker, so it will be removed. Okay, means it will clean up. See now, can you see these corners here and here? So when I increase, some kind of flickering is happening. This kind of flicker automatically will reduce. Okay, it's the effect, adaptive resolution effect. Okay, that's a flicker video. Then sharpen. Okay, sharpen is nothing but, you know, if a blur image is there, it will automatically sharpen. Now it's too much, right? Each and every area here you can notice it's too sharp. Normally it's this kind of blur is there in by default. The when the this particular image is captured, this kind of blur is there. Okay, when we give sharpen, this is too much. Like this should not be there. At least this much is fine. Means it's clear, crisp. Okay.
Yes.
When you do any product shooting, product is, let's say, um, in Pick and Pay or ShopRite, they are launching a new juice bowl, juice can, or a Tetra Pack juice. Okay, some new brand. So that, let's say, assume on the table it is overplay, you know, placed, and you have done a shooting. Okay, very clearly from left to right you are panning. Okay, and from bottom to top you are panning like this. Means a product. If someone is launching a product, that's a product shooting. Okay, you can do. So those videos you can import, and you have to sharpen this up to some 10 point or 15 point over here. See, I have given 10 or 15 so that it will be good. If I turn off this, this looks, observe these points. Okay, it's kind of sober. Means that crisp is not there. The video has to be crisp, clear. When you turn on, it is more clear. Okay, you might have seen mobile videos, in the sense, if some mobile is launching, uh, you know, product launch videos will be there. Okay, for example, OnePlus or Apple phones, you know, nowadays those advertisers are there. So it's all, means those phones, or you know, those things look so great. But when you see the actual stuff, when on the, means when you have those phone in your hand, so when you compare that with the video, it's a bit different. Okay, the color and all, it's bit vibrant in the video. So because it, those videos are processed. Processed means it has been sharpened. Okay, you understand what is the use of
Yes.
sharpen?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
now I'll go to the next one, Smart blur. Smart blur. Again, smart blur is used in the uh, movie industries. Uh, Again, I can turn on this one, but that effect is this doesn't give. You can use any other character. Okay. So now see this area, the building and all. Okay. Um, or the street, the floor part and all. It's kind of smudged. Okay. See, means the detail level of detail it will lose at least 1 point or 2 point. It will, it will try to make blur. So most of the areas it will blur, but some area it won't blur. See the difference? Okay. This is another effect, smart blur. If you don't want to play with most of the things, you can use smart blur. It will achieve one sort of output. Okay. Then I'll come to unsharp mask. That's nothing but, let's say you have sharpened the area with the help of unsharp mask. You can unsharpen. You can convert this into blur. There's a small changes happening here. Okay, these areas already it's bit uh, sharpened. Okay, it's something like this. By selecting this, it will be even more sharpened. Okay, reduce the amount. You have to test both, then only you'll understand the difference. Okay, I'll turn off the sharpen. Okay, actually this, uh, with the help of unsharp mask, we are getting more detail here. The road is even more clearly visible. Okay. um, a lot of details are adding. Okay, those things. So any doubt is there in this? You just have to explore these things for the image, along with, means for the image and for the video, then you will get to know the difference. Okay, so this covers blur and sharpen. Now let me come to um, channel. Channel is nothing but it works for only RGB or gamma. Okay, I'll come for blend. There are two different things. Okay, blend layer. Okay, I am selecting this layer. Along with that, I'm selecting this layer. There are two different layer I'm selecting. Okay, so in the street layer, blend I have applied. Here, blend with layer. Instead of none, I'll give the bottom one, the bottom this layer. Then blend with original. See, I'm blending both. See, along with this, I'm giving this one. Can you see the difference? From one image to another image, it's blending. So,
Yes, sir.
for example, where this is used in morphing. Morphing. Do you know what is morphing?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, I'll give an example. See, this is another example. I want you to try this. Okay, I want you to try this. Then a good output will be there. I'm saving this image. One, and I'm selecting Obama, and I'm saving this image. Okay, I'll come over here, face, import this into, is it done? No, import this here. Okay, what I'll do, I import this to here. I'll turn off this. I'll add just solid, black solid is over here in the bottom. Now you see our superstar Will Smith and Obama. Now I'm gonna scale this guy. I'm just gonna scale Obama right here. Okay. When I turn off Will
Yes.
Smith, Obama is there, right? Now what I'll do, I'm selecting Will Smith, right click, effect,